2 grunts out the window, 3 little rattles, and buck parade. Here it came.
Oh my gosh.
You're starting to piss me off.
I know you're eager to know why Jose was all fired up about Steve Philley's story. And believe me, the 2023 Missouri whitetail season hasn't been easy for him. Okay, maybe that was a lie. But before we dive deeper into Steve's season, let's take a moment to hear from the other Whitetail Fix members about how they would rate their 2023 whitetail season.
Who do you think had the best season?
Yeah, so I think Ern and Tino had a really good season together this year because, like you said, there was lots of excitement and bucks that they were after, and they just had a lot of time together.
Well, without a doubt, it was Christine. She killed her biggest buck and the biggest buck for the whole season of all the team members. So yeah, big 160 bucks we call Maximus.
I know John rated his a 7, but I would say it'd be a toss-up between John and Christine.
Well, I've always been the man. Sometimes I just don't show it.
Dead battery or not, it's still you.
Yeah, it's me. Come on,
That's
Mark.
good to be confident
Christine
like that.
killed the biggest buck of the season.
Well, how many times does she hunt, though? Let's base it off
She
the
hunts a
ratio.
lot. She hunts a lot. But she can't be the man.
A new season has finally begun for Steve Philley in his home state of Missouri. As usual, his early season scouting and preparations have taken a back seat due to Steve's many responsibilities.
Everybody knows that I've got too many jobs, and I love to golf.
What exactly do you do for a living?
Well, so I'm a construction superintendent in the city. I'm a roof salesman. I'm an assistant girls golf coach at MCMC College, farm, cattle, and I deer hunt.
Wow.
I mean, if that's what you want to call it. So what else don't I do?
That's about it.
This year, however, Mother Nature had other plans for northwest Missouri. A devastating storm ravaged the area, destroying homes and putting Steve's hunting season on the back burner.
So all season long, from June to November, that's what I was doing.
Roofs?
Roofing.
The whole time?
4 to 5 a week.
Now, it might seem like Steve is in for a challenging season, but if you've been following Whitetail Fix over the past few years, you'll know Steve must be made of luck. Despite doing the least amount of hunting, he's consistently been one of the most successful Whitetail Fix members.
Well, here we are, November the 13th, second day of the Missouri firearm season, and I got her done.
Bad thing is, shooting with a muzzleloader, a lot of times they tend not to bleed much, but they do go down, and you will find them. You just got to be persistent. But got my Whitetail Fix right here in northwest Missouri.
So finally, November the 11th, opening morning of the rifle season in Missouri.
Was this your first hunt?
This is my very first hunt of the year. I finally get to go hunting.
If there's one day every hunter dreams of, it's opening day of gun season. And this year, Steve hits the jackpot. After hearing about Steve's season, Chuck has invited him to hunt at the renowned Weldon compound. So you can bet Steve will be in that Banks blind before the sun comes up.
I wheel in over to the Breckenridge farm, 8:30 in the morning.
That sounds late.
It's very late.
It's late.
It's already daylight for over an hour.
So not only is it your first hunt, but you're late to your first hunt.
Well, that's my plan.
Okay.
I'll tell you the story when I get there. Just hold tight.
All right.
Sweet November. This is the time we always dream about. Nice, cool morning. Deer are on their feet. I just passed a beautiful 3-year-old. I rattled him up first thing this morning out of the timber here to the north. But man, it sure feels good to be out. I'm gonna turn this camera back around and see if I can get something killed this afternoon or this morning and getting my whitetail fix right here in Northwest Missouri. My favorite farm, and I'm so glad I'm here.
2 grunts out the window, 3 little rattles, and buck parade, here it came.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, I'm sitting in the stand and I'm looking through the timber and I'm seeing all these antlers just going everywhere. They get to the edge of the food plot and the timber and they all bed down.
So now it's a waiting game.
Now it's a waiting game.
Who do you think had the best season?
I'm going to say Christine. She killed a hammer.
Absolutely a 10. I killed my biggest buck, and I killed the biggest buck out of everyone on the show this year, so I'm pretty proud of myself.
I'm low. I'm a 6 because it was just tough this year. I was only able to get out a couple times to film them with him and Tino. Our schedules just didn't align, and unfortunately I wasn't able to be out much this year.
This year, Tino and I, ton of laughs, a lot of fun. I give it a 10. Chasing after particular bucks that we never really caught up with, I'd still give it a 9.5. I mean, it was a fun season, tough season, but fun.
For the Whitetail Fix crew, hunting is about more than just the number of bucks taken or the size of the trophies. It's about the camaraderie, the shared stories, and the unforgettable moments in the great outdoors. Whether it's a successful hunt or a missed opportunity, every moment is a cherished part of the adventure. Right now, Steve's itching to wrap up his opening day with a buck bedded just 100 yards away.
I don't know if you can see it right now. 3 bucks all bedded down, and about right there in the center of my screen is one of them. About 120, 125 yards. He's got a doe with him. I rattled and he stood up. But I just watched him lay back down, so I'm not going to bother him anymore. Maybe that doe will get out and she'll start working these beans in this food plot. But man, it sure feels good to be out.
So here it is, 11:55, and I looked at my watch, so I knew exactly what time it was. The buck that had bedded down is now standing up. So I turned the camera back on, put it on him, sit there and let it run for 2 or 3 minutes. Raised my gun up out the window. The rest is history.
I just got my whitetail fix, baby, on a giant deer. Giant deer. He didn't go anywhere. Dropped him right in his tracks. First day, first set of the season, and I just piled him up. It didn't even affect the other ones. There's still 3 more sets of antlers over there laying down.
You know, sometimes in life and in hunting, things just seem to fall into place. Steve Filley's season at the Weldon compound has been one of those rare, smooth rides.
Yeah, buddy, he's a hoss.
Good. Not everyone gets a season like this, where opportunities line up perfectly and success comes swiftly. For Steve Filley, his 2023 season was one of those rare moments.
Beautiful deer.
That is a big deer.
Heck yeah. Heavy horned.
Can't say it enough. I sure appreciate you guys letting me hunt down here.
You have way more luck here than we ever had. Beautiful deer.
The man in the 2023 hunting season.
The man. In regards to success?
Yeah.
Based on how many times this individual goes out and how many times he kills, I think he's batting 100, or you know, yeah. I don't know. I mean, you're the odds of you Man, I can't even speak. It's so damn frustrating that I can't even speak, and I'm sitting next to the guy. So that's it. Philly goes out twice, kills twice. Philly goes out once, kills once. It doesn't matter. It's Philly.
We're back in Missouri at the Weldon compound, where Steve Filley just dropped a giant 9-point on opening day of rifle season on his first hunt of the season, all before noon from the comfort of his bank blind.
I just got my whitetail fix, baby, on a giant deer. Giant deer. He didn't go anywhere. Dropped him right in his tracks. Can't say it enough. I sure appreciate you guys letting me hunt down here.
You have way more luck here than we ever had. Beautiful deer.
Just like that, Steve's opening day of rifle season has come to a close. But this certainly won't be the last time we see him in the woods. Next time, Steve will be behind the camera when longtime friend and Whitetail Fix partner Kirk Malzer, the mastermind behind Fat Boy Game Seasonings, tries his luck at one of these Missouri whitetails.
Here we are, December 27th. Kirk Malzer, Fat Boy Game Seasoning himself, comes down from Nebraska to hunt with me.
Yes.
And I've got a good place for him to go.
Kirk Malzer from Fat Boy Game Seasoning has been a staple of the Whitetail Fix family for years. Over time, the crew has had the delicious task of testing out a variety of seasonings, rubs, and sauces, turning them into the top chefs of the family. Now let's head outside and see what mouth-watering favorites a few of the Whitetail Fix guys are grilling up.
As you can see, I just put on my Fat Boy Game Seasoning bacon salt. That's my little secret to my grilling. Just because it has the word bacon in it and because it has the word salt in it. So I put that a little bit over the top of almost every meat that I cook that I'm grilling in the summer. So
I just put on some beef patties on the grill, and I want to share with you my most favorite seasoning of all time, made by Fat Boy Game Seasoning. It is the all-purpose wild game seasoning. By far, I think it's the #1 seasoning used in this household. Now, they have a ton to pick from, but this just seems to have all of the right ingredients for everyone to enjoy. So, with that being said, that is why I maintain the weight class that I do. It's because of Fat Boy Game Seasoning.
But before Steve and Kirk can whip up some delicious grub, Steve takes Kirk to his lucky spot at the Weldon compound, the very place where Steve bagged his last 2 bucks. Now let's see if Kirk can keep the streak alive.
So anyway, we get out here to the stand on the 27th, our first hunt. Kirk's got my muzzle loader, and I knew it was going to be a good spot because I'd seen several bucks the day that I'd shot my deer, and I knew that they were still alive. So I knew that this was going to be a good spot, and we were going to spend 3 days, or as long as you were going to stay, and hunt this farm.
Hey, we're out here in Missouri with Steve Filley. It is December 28th, our second hunt out here at this farm. A lot of deer yesterday. Man, the weather's gorgeous. We're not freezing to death, especially with this hot wear stuff. But we're kind of looking around. It's a really deery afternoon, so we're really hoping we get some of those same ones coming in. It's been a blast so far, and we're going to keep going.
We're back in Missouri, whitetail hunting from the heights of the Banks Blind with Steve Filley and Kirk Malzer from Fat Boy Game Seasoning. The last time these two were together, Steve was punching his tag on a whitetail in Kirk's home state of Nebraska.
Did you see him? I think he's down, buddy.
Their last adventure in Nebraska was a success. Now it's Kirk's turn to test his luck in Missouri. Let's see if their winning streak continues.
We're sitting there. It was probably an hour and a half. And in the timber, I started seeing a bunch of antlers.
Yeah.
A lot of deer, a lot of antlers, period. But some of them started moving their way out to the field.
Standing back in the timber's boulder. But is he broke or not? I can't tell. He's behind a tree limb. I haven't seen him yet.
As I'm sitting there, this one buck in particular, just a great buck. I mean, he was a solid deer. comes out into the food plot, stands there broadside, offering up anybody's favorite kind of shot.
Yes.
And I'd seen more antlers and a couple of the maybe bigger antlers back in the timber. So I called Kirk off of this one.
But that sucker there that's out here, that's a heck of a deer. That's a good deer that's out.
It was a team decision. We were looking at this buck, great buck, would have taken it any day, but just Steve caught me at just that second. He's like, wait a minute. And I looked over and I'm just like, there is one gigantic Missouri stud right there in the timber. So we're on hold now, we're waiting.
While these guys were scaring all the deer away, let's go back to where we left off with Steve and Kirk. They were sitting quietly and eagerly awaiting for a big buck to make his way into the field.
Daylight fades. Beating ourselves up, thinking, why didn't we just end it tonight? One more trip over to Breckenridge. We're gonna give it one last hurrah, and about the same time, 4:30, the deer started piling out. But as luck would have it, we didn't see it again.
No.
I can't wait to get back out here because the one that we passed on is going to be just a huge monster. So I'm okay with it. We've had a great hunt so far. Give him time to get a little bit bigger, which is fine with me.
Well, sometimes the hunt doesn't go as planned, but that's all part of the adventure. After all, spending quality time with a good friend and sharing some good food always makes the journey worthwhile.